As a podcaster, I can understand the struggle of seeking sponsorships and advertisements for your show. I think all podcasters would agree. We would do our show for free, but being paid allows us the freedom to do it. So if you're looking to add some money into your podcasting budget, then you should definitely hit up my friends over at Podcorn. Podcorn is a marketplace connecting podcasters to amazing sponsorship opportunities. Podcasters can set their own rates and collaborate with brands directly with no exclusivities, no middleman, and no strings attached. The marketplace is transparent and allows you to control how and when you want to monetize. So what are you waiting for? Visit them today at podcorn.com/podcasters.
You are now listening to the Dignified Delinquent. Hey, it's just sophisticated ignorance at its best.
My name is Vanessa, and I ask tough questions.
Hey, it's Sko. You know we stay lit, and you know why you here. So let's get it.
Yep, it's your boy Jerrythagreat, and you are tuned into a brand new episode of the Dignified Delinquents podcast. And of course, I'm joined by my people. First and foremost, the one man, that guy. He ain't on no other show but this show. You can only catch him right here. He's the kid, Vasco.
Yo, what it is, what it do? It's your boy Sko, aka I am that kid, aka I am that VSJ, aka the best vlogger and
lover.
You know. And welcome back, man. To the right, I got the lovely, the one and only Nessa. That lady in that red dress.
She was the lady in red while everybody else was wearing tan.
Yeah, let them know.
Hello, good morning, whenever it is you're watching this. How y'all doing?
What's going on? How you doing?
I'm good.
The lady in red.
And to my right,
no, I already told them who. They didn't know who I is.
Just in case, every week we got a new person. I don't know.
You never know.
Real quick,
It's
Jerrythagreat.
Thank you for that. You know, Jerrythagreat, real quick. Did y'all watch The Nanny?
I did.
Yeah.
Bring that back.
Bring the nanny back. Fran Drescher. Vasco like no.
Nanny. Wait.
Here we go again.
We talking about like Nanny 911 and stuff.
No, I'm talking about
I was
finna say that.
I seen that.
That was stuff.
With Fran.
You talking about Nanny Oh, the nanny.
Yeah. She was working at a bridal shop in Flushing, Queens. Till the boyfriend kicked her out in one of those crushing scenes. Where she to do? Where was she to go? She was out on her handy.
No.
So over the fields to crushing to the Shellfield doors. She was there to sell makeup, but the father saw more. She had flash. She was there. That's when she became the nanny.
Mm-hmm. I don't know all the words like that, but I know the
Who
melody.
Who would have guessed that the girl we described
there you go.
will be exactly what the doctors prescribed? Now, if kids are happily happy, watch out, CC.
No, I did. Y'all
Since try to see. My favorite part of the whole thing, though, is she was the lady in red while everybody else was wearing tan. That's what that's Speaking of the nanny and the lady in red, Vasco, you over there doing homework, but you were asking us questions about brands that like old brands. What was your question off, man?
Man, I need to know brands that wouldn't be on specific sites, like a site like which one I was just doing. So brands that wouldn't be on GMC, like the actual website for cars, GMC.
Okay.
So I needed older brands.
Yeah, and we was giving you some old ones because Vanessa said Avon.
Avon. Everybody, your mama didn't go to the Avon lady?
We had the Avon. My mama was the Avon lady. Now she only did that shit for like 2 weeks because she was like, because this shit ain't moving.
This ain't gonna work.
Avon lady, the Tupperware lady, the candle lady.
Y'all had a knife lady,
even
a Cutco lady,
the cutler lady. When we were in school, the fundraising was selling steaks. Did you ever have to do that?
That was lit.
I'm so glad kids don't do that no more.
Yeah, that's actually that's my top 5 of the day. But no, we
my bad.
we had it to where we didn't even. My mama had school clothes, the school clothes lady.
Oh,
she'd have them in the trunk. You know what I mean?
That's a good idea.
Yeah, the lady with I don't know how.
Wait,
the lady
name brand or uniform?
Name brand. This lady,
of course.
The lady was a booster, obviously, right? Okay. So she would get the stuff from like New York or whatever. Like, we was like kids. So like, yeah, at least I got this Nike outfit. So basically, Jody on Baby's Boy is what the lady was doing.
My dad used to go to the Philippines and come back with a whole bunch of baby fat and stuff like that, and I was like,
was it baby fat or baby fat?
I don't know. I was in 6th grade at the time, but I was excited. I was like, ooh, yeah.
Y'all made me feel ungrateful. My uncle, he lived in Germany. Like, he would bring back like clothes and shit, and I'd be like, man, what the fuck is this?
Oh yeah, you ungrateful. Me and my auntie went on them cruises and brought back the purses. You know, that's in the ports.
Yeah.
Had me a catch.
She brought back the purses and some rum cake.
Yeah.
How was it?
Rum cake is pretty good. I can't eat too much of it because I can taste the rum in it. So I'd be like, oh shit, that shit right there.
That's don't sound like me.
Right there.
Sweets don't do alcohol either. Don't really work.
Are y'all now with y'all? Because I put this on Twitter. I was like, let me go ahead and get this second dose of vaccine before these cruise ports open up.
You got your second dose?
I definitely did go get my second dose. I got that Pfizer. I know what they said about Johnson & Johnson.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait it out a little bit.
So I saw this thing on Twitter. It was like it had a picture of Destiny's Child, and it said Pfizer is Beyonce, Moderna is Kelly, and then Johnson & Johnson was Michelle.
Why they so disrespectful, man?
Then they did it with female rappers. Pfizer was Nicki Minaj, Moderna was Trina, and then Johnson & Johnson was Kaya.
Stop! Can't hang with it.
So I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people are a little skeptical, especially with Johnson & Johnson coming out. Like, hey, let's pull that shit off.
Yep.
Blood clots. What?
And
Bumper clots.
That's so
saying
sus,
that
bro.
stuff isn't being refrigerated properly, isn't being administered in the correct time.
That's why they were so able to get it out so fast. When taking care of these shit. It's trying to rush it out.
Johnson & Johnson?
Yeah, they were just trying to rush this shit up.
I don't trust them because they ain't even get the powder right. When you fuck up baby powder, then we got a problem.
They got a lot of stuff.
They got I wasn't gonna go get that Johnson.
Why?
Not that Johnson. I love Johnson. When I see Johnson.
Baby powder. That baby powder was lit, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You got that one? You caught that? She caught that one.
I love that baby powder.
I don't like the women who be putting baby powder on their chest. You ever went to your girl house like this like me back in the day, and you be sucking on the titty and be baby powder in it. You like.
Look, man, hey, hold on, bro. Wait a minute, bro.
I know that has to be a thing because I know girls that
Put
do that. You have to do it because the breasts are large. But I never thought about. Yeah.
Go down there like, bitch, you down here making bread? What the fuck going on? Is this dope?
That's white chicks.
Hey, you can say that though.
Say what?
So, you didn't hear what she said? She said that's white chicks.
That's white chicks.
No, I'm saying the movie.
The movie, I get that.
I was like,
Vasco.
No,
I wouldn't make a joke like that.
No, but so if I'm still an advocate of the vaccine, might not go get if they got Pfizer, get that one.
I'm gonna let them iron it out a little bit.
And I'm not mad at people who saying that because I think a lot of people are going to get it. It's just that the black community, y'all know that we already be a little skeptical when it comes to certain things, and you know how we are. We have every right to be.
I can't get sick. I ain't got time to take off work and do all of that.
The reason why I really went and got it is because my niece caught COVID. My niece is like 16, and this is a person who doesn't even get sick.
Oh wow!
Like she's not even like even when she is sick. She's like, yeah, I got a little whatever, but I'm fine.
I'm cool.
I FaceTimed this girl, bawling, crying. She was bawling, crying. She's like, I'm in pain every time I call. I can't. Like she was bad. I felt bad for her. I was like,
oh, she going through it.
Yeah. So, but she better now. She came back around.
Okay.
But I was like, damn, if kids feeling like this, healthy kids, imagine me, and I drink almost.
Like,
once a week.
It hit folks different though, man.
Yeah, no.
Hit folks, and you know what I'm saying, affect everybody differently. That's why I keep telling my pops that he like, boy, you better be careful. I'm like, Dad, like I understand. He's like, you think you all big, you all strong, you all healthy, and this and the third.
So that people shit on your back.
He said people just like you dying from this. Like I'm like, Pops, I understand that.
Your pops gonna got the vaccine? See, if you niggas that talk like that, they're like, I ain't gonna get it yet.
I need to go talk to him. I need to talk to him and see if he got it for real.
He might have.
You didn't ask him?
He might have.
I haven't. No, now I'm like, damn, I'm a shitty ass son. Sorry, Pop.
No, he know. I mean, that don't mean that. But he might not have. I mean, maybe like some people like talk a big game like that, and then still be like, okay, now I'm gonna wait though. Yeah. That's how I was too. But then I was like, you know what? I got a lot of older people in my family. I be around. I like to go out.
I know. I haven't gone to see my grandparents like that, and that's a big reason.
Because of
COVID. Yeah.
I was talking to this lady who she said that she hasn't seen her brother or his newborn baby because of COVID. So she went and got the vaccines. Like, I'm going to see him now.
I'm kind of in the same boat. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen my niece. She'll be one this next month, and I haven't seen her because that's when the pandemic started.
Oh wow.
So I've seen her one time.
So she don't even know you for real at all. Damn it.
Shout out to Ivy.
Shout out to Ivy. But more and more people are traveling. You know, they're talking about opening up the port so that we can go cruise again, go sailing.
Have you seen the fucking post talking about the airplane
Okay, so that's what I was going to.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay,
I got you.
Do your part.
I got you.
I'm sorry.
Let
me quiet.
I don't try this thing for nothing. This ain't episode number 99.
Try the boat.
But no, so people are people are going back and traveling more and doing more things. Are y'all open to travel with COVID?
Yeah.
Still out there, like y'all still traveling, jumping on a plane, jumping on a boat.
I went to Miami last month, so yeah.
But would you go on the
future, I don't know about a boat, but we did just buy tickets to Bonnaroo, which is a music festival in Tennessee, like a really big one, and that's in September. So
you should be good by September.
It's a lot of people that's gonna be out there, so
go get
it might be worse than going on a boat. I don't know.
Yeah. If you ain't got the vaccine
then, for
by
sure,
then,
I'll probably have it.
Jeez Louise,
Jeez Louise.
And it's another festival coming to Jacksonville that's supposed to be.
And they mad about it.
Yeah, but I was like, why they mad? Jazz festival is supposed to come to Jacksonville, but they postponed that. But there's a white guy coming to the Veterans Town, whatever.
Veterans Memorial Arena. No, I think he's actually going to the Dailies.
The Dailies. Machine Gun Kelly.
Yes.
Somebody like that, a Trump supporter, basically. And I was
I don't know
no, he was, because whoever this guy was, it might not be Machine Gun, it might be the other white guy. But it was the white guy who supported Trump, and I was like, so ironic that they letting him come to Jacksonville, perform in front of all these people. But Jazz in the Gardens got to be like, nah, we got to postpone y'all.
Jazz in the Gardens come here?
Not Jazz in the Gardens, Jazz Festival. I just said that.
Well,
Jazz in the Gardens. I'll be at Jazz in the Gardens. The one I'm
talking about is Orange Crush. That's traditionally held in Savannah and it's coming to Jacksonville Beach. And in Savannah, they have an HBCU there, so that's a lot of the population that goes to it. And
so they know who the artists are that's coming?
Oh, it's not. Is it? I don't think the focal point of it is music.
No, but you just go to get lit.
You go to get lit, and
they moving this to Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Don't do that.
Oh shit!
I thought it was.
But I'm just saying we have a lot of other things. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you know how many motherfuckers like looked up to going to that shit as kids? Especially,
I never even.
We the ones here in Jacksonville. They ain't got no sense. It's people coming from other places, and hopefully they come with more sense. Than us.
But they ain't got that much sense. They coming to a festival.
What you mean?
With COVID?
With COVID, right.
Maybe they're all vaccinated.
You going your ass?
I ain't going to Orange Crush. I think I'm not over those festivals, but that's not the vibe I'm on.
I feel you out of your I don't know the word.
That ain't even a festival to me for real. That's a gathering. That's a block party.
What's that? Orange Crush?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Not looking down on it though. Sure, you might see me out there if my friend want to go. You know what I'm saying? Not because I plan.
A lot of people are talking about traveling. A lot of people are talking about just doing all these adventures. There's this company, right, that is basically like a pack and go vacation company where I'm gonna find a website for it and put it in the comments somewhere, but you can just put in your likes, your dislikes, put in how you want to travel, and then what they'll do is they'll set you up with they'll schedule your house or your stay, your travel, whether you can put I want to go by plane, I want to drive, I want to go by train, whatever you want to do, and they'll set it all up for you, and you just basically pack and go. You find out where you're going when you open the envelope and it says congratulations, you're going to Tennessee, or if you put international, like congratulations, you're going to Italy.
Oh, sounds nice.
That sounds cool, right? Yo, was that something that y'all would do?
Hell no.
No.
So there's another step to that now, right? Where now there is like a plane, you just like a plane. You're gonna get on the plane, and they ain't gonna tell you where your destination is. Either you're not gonna get no congratulations, you're going to Memphis. You just get on the plane, and you find out where you're going when you get there.
Oh hell no!
I trust that a little less, a lot less.
Okay,
I don't know, something about that doesn't make you feel comfortable. But the idea of it sounds really cool, and I would try something like that. I really want to try just going to the airport with a bag, picking a flight, like maybe the cheapest flight or something, and just going.
Your ass gonna be on a Spirit flight to Haiti.
Maybe not Spirit. Well, I have flown Spirit and Frontier.
Spirit always in my
both
ears.
Trash.
They trash.
I ain't never fly Spirit. I would never fly Spirit.
Never say never.
No, nigga, never.
That Delta flight get canceled. You gotta take that Spirit. You gonna take that Spirit?
Never.
You'll cancel the trip.
Huh?
You'll cancel the trip.
Oh no, we gonna go. We can't go right now.
Oh, okay.
No, we gotta wait for tomorrow. Okay, refund me.
Oh no, it ain't that deep to me.
I'm not getting on Spirit, because I saw a Spirit plane in the goddamn terminal. They had a Dodge Ram with the tour talking about try it now.
Oh good.
Try it now.
You know what? Speaking of planes, they're saying that I don't know why they're just now saying it, but the CDC said that middle rows are now being considered unsafe because of COVID.
What you mean by middle rows?
Middle seats on the airplane.
Okay,
I don't know if they're saying the entire middle row or just the middle seat of each section, but that's what they were saying. So I wonder maybe if there's any action about to follow that, and then price is about to go up.
What could you do?
Every week the CDC come out with something new every week. And now, you know, if you got an irregular blank, that could be COVID. Like, wait a minute.
Did you breathe a little heavy today? Yeah. Well, might have COVID.
Did your stomach growl? That could be a sign. Like, come on now, CDC. Now, y'all ain't... Because I was watching the news here locally, right? And I was like, the news... You can't watch too much of the news because the news will scare the shit out of you. Because once one news story, new locations open up for COVID vaccine, people flock to it. You should go, da-da-da-da-da. They're right under that story. 6 people died from COVID vaccine. That's what the fuck y'all trying to do to people. News is so bipolar. You like, oh.
Tell you good shit, bad shit, in between shit.
I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I just turned the news off. When I first moved to Jacksonville, I didn't have to watch a scary movie. Jacksonville news was scary enough.
Jacksonville ain't that bad.
Nah. The bullshit. Because I peeped that today, bro. Like, I got the little news break alert thing, and it keeps popping up every second. Yeah. Somebody accident. Somebody just died. Somebody just got killed. Somebody just got shot. I'm like, damn.
I used to watch the news. I just be like, bitch, what the fuck I'm at?
It used to be real bad. Now it's a little bad.
It's a little bit.
Just take it
real bad. Now it's just a little bad. It ain't that bad. Speaking of news and everything that's going on in the news, have y'all been keeping up with the George Floyd murder trial?
A lot more than I was, yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, put me on game.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't put me on the spot. Just yes. I have been watching.
Okay. Not enough to give you some answers.
Yeah, not enough to drive the boat.
They arrested. You heard my laugh?
You weren't finna just breathe past it. Go ahead.
Well, no, so the defense rested this case. The prosecution rested their case. They're going to have closing arguments on this upcoming Monday. So after that closing argument, the jury's going to go deliberate, bring back a verdict. I'm hoping that it's a guilty verdict. The defense wasn't that great. It was an expert that came on this week. I was
going to say, tell to me about the last thing that I saw was that they were trying to get a piece of the video footage thrown out, saying that it wasn't relevant.
Really?
That was a little earlier this week, but I did read about the medical examiner that came on, and he was saying what?
I watched that.
A medical examiner, or I don't know if he was a cardiologist or it's another one that starts with a P, periologist or something like that, that deals with the lungs. But he alluded to the possibility that George Floyd could have died from carbon monoxide inhaling that. And the prosecution was like, we didn't know that he was gonna say that. What the fuck? Kind of thing. Like, hold on, y'all, because I didn't know that the justice system. When you watch it on the news, right? You see like the prosecution come and make their case, and the defense go and make their case, and then the burden of proof is on the prosecution. So they go first, and they call their witnesses, and then they rest, and then the defense goes and call their witnesses, and in between calling witnesses, you have the opportunity to cross-examine, and then you can redirect, right? I didn't know that in the midst of pulling your witnesses together and getting your story together, you have to give to the other side what you plan on saying and doing. And I'm like, well, this ain't no this is a terrible football game. Yeah. Like we gonna run this play, flea flicker, and then we're gonna try a 28 draw. Now come up with a defense for that.
Man, behind the scenes,
I think of it like more so like you have to show the tools that you're going to be using. So like before a softball game, the umpires come over, they inspect everybody's bat, they inspect the balls that are going to be used. So that's kind of how I look at it.
That shit's similar to showing the playbook because the prosecution on was that today? That was yesterday. The defense was like, basically the prosecution is going to try to recall this witness, and they gave me 50,000 pages of stuff to go through. And this isn't going. I can't go through 50,000 pages in one night. So the judge is basically like, listen, you need to get them your top 10 points of what you're going to ask that person tomorrow, so that way he can come up with a defense to what he's going to redirect to. So I was like, man, y'all cheating. Shit.
Yeah. That's how you feel?
I didn't know that part of it.
Yeah, like it's like you gotta like let them know who you calling.
50,000 pages?
50,000 pages, yeah.
They gave them that on Friday?
They give them that like on Wednesday.
And then the next day,
the defense had to have her to went through all that. So the judge was like, that's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Being especially the day before. So he said, give me the top 10. So I was like, dang.
Does that work both ways though?
Yeah, you got everybody got a show.
Okay.
Who they planning on calling, so that way you can go through the evidence.
Maybe they do it to help it go smoothly, like the whole what you call it, instead of you asking saying something and then the whole team being like, oh shit, we weren't expecting that. Like,
yeah, that's exactly
we
why
need
they
time
do
to
it.
group before we go up.
That's exactly why they do it. Yeah, but still, that don't make sense to me though. Because why? Like, well, I want to hit your ass with a spade. If I show you my spades hand,
now you know.
You just don't know when I'm gonna throw it, but you know I'm like, oh, he got a big joker and a little joker. Shit, let's wait for those to come out. You know what I mean?
Sit back. You gonna hold on.
But yeah, man, it's been crazy watching that whole trial. So they do their closing arguments on Monday, right down the street. Also in that same vicinity, there was another police killing. Did y'all see about that one?
yes.
The 26-year police vet shot and killed. What's my man's name? Shot and killed Dante Wright.
Yes, sir.
Because she mistaked her gun for her taser. Now, how does a 26-year vet who was training a rookie officer at the time mistake a 5-ounce however many pound gun for a 5-ounce taser?
There's no way. A gun is heavy.
Yeah.
A gun is really heavy.
You have to unhoist a gun just to get it. Like, you have to do the little button shit, pull it out, and by the time you pull it out, this can't be it. This don't feel like the other thing.
So the thing is, both I'm gonna call them weapons, are supposed to be on safety, right? So even if you pull it out, you still got to take the safety mode off. You're supposed to. So her shit was already on go. And then I want to ask my homeboy Tyler this, just because he is a police officer. I don't know how true this is, but I've been seeing this going around the news a lot. They say that the taser is oftentimes on the officer's non-dominant side. So if you're right-handed, your taser will be on your left side, and if you're the gun will be on the right side. So if she knows that as a 26-year veteran,
That gotta be like second nature.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
By then, she's been a police officer as long as I've been alive.
Yeah. Well, a little bit less. Yeah.
Still
about two.
fucking up.
Yeah. Still messing up. And then I was watching the video, man. It was a black cop there who was like probably the rookie. But to Vanessa's questions, I think we should get back to neighborhood policing. And I know that we can't do it completely that way, but we need more black officers in black neighborhoods. You know what I mean? Just because the way that the black cop was going to probably handle that situation was going to be completely different than how she reacted, because the guy wasn't posing a threat to her. He just jumped in his car. He's going to take off. Let him go. Get in your car, put your red and blues on, get behind him, pull his ass over. Or he got a kid in the car. Y'all got a tag number. Y'all found him.
Yeah.
That shit infuriates me.
Some people, there's the idea that, there's one idea that the community should police itself. And then there's the other thought that the community should hold the police accountable. So like when something like this happens, instead of going through the whole judicial process, the people in that neighborhood or the constituents are the ones who get to decide what happens. And kind of connects a little bit, but there's this the primitive kind of way of settling things is one of the ways is called a circle justice, and that's what happens. Somebody has to sit in the middle, and everybody decides the fates or the punishment for that person. So shit, I don't think it's that bad of an idea. It's been working for a lot of years. There's a lot of different type of people.
Right. No, that's true. What's your thoughts about that, Vasco? As a young man, because this young man was 20 years old. Yeah. A new father. Had a one year old son.
Let me tell you like this, bro. It just makes me even more fearful. Like, I'm already scared, low key. Just when I'm driving, the police officer is driving next to me or driving behind me. I'm like, all right, cool. The speed limit is 40. Let me go 30. Let me Like I feel as though I shouldn't have to be nervous for somebody whose job is to protect and serve. My fucking palms get a little sweaty. I'm ready. Like I'm on go when I see a police come up. Like I don't want to say like my anxiety comes up because I don't feel like that for real. But like I do get a little anxious.
My anxiety.
Yeah, I got pulled over in June of last year. I was nervous as hell. And I had a kid. I was leaving. I'm a teacher. I was working over the summer. I was tutoring my 6-year-old nephew. You know, so I'm on my way taking him home. I'm going 40 and a 35. Some shit. You know, something.
Oh, that ain't even too bad. That ain't too bad.
And I got pulled over for that. And I was like, oh, I thought the sign. So on this street is 35. On this street is 40.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, I thought it was 40. He was like, where'd you see the sign? On the side of the road? What side of the road? I don't fucking know.
The right side, hopefully. So
then I don't drove around all the streets after we left because I was like, I know one of these fucking signs says 40. Yes, $163. Yeah, and when I was looking for my ID, I was like, okay, I'm finna look for my ID. He was like, okay, but I'm like, no, I gotta let you know because I don't know.
Yeah, you ain't finna put 6 in me. I thought you was reaching. I saw this thing where it's like, D.L. Hughley posted it, and it was whatever they're being police officers, white people, mistakes or wrongful thoughts leads to our demise. I thought he had a gun. I thought the Skittles was a gun. I thought that he was reaching for something. I thought that he gave me a counterfeit money. So I was like, that right there by in and be of itself is just interesting. Man, I caught some flack for this too though, because the Dante thing it's very tragic. There's another one that just happened in Chicago that's also tragic. What I caught flack for on Twitter was I was talking about the attorney Benjamin Crump. Y'all know who that is? Mm-hmm. He is a civil rights attorney. He's like the modern day Al Sharpton, or I guess I would not compare him to Martin Luther King because he shows up whenever like one of these things happens, right? Mm-hmm. And I can appreciate him for doing that, but it's like he's almost an ambulance chaser at this point. Oh, you know what I mean? Like so when Dante Wright passed away, like the next day, he had his family on the news, like holding a press conference, and I'm like, come on, Crump, like let these people, let them weep in peace. A press conference
for what?
So this is wrong. She needs to be arrested. Da 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 da. And it's like it's other ways that you got this man's mom on the TV. His mom was white, dad was black. You got his mom on TV crying. You got the auntie on TV crying. His cousin came down. He's like, "This is my favorite cousin." Da da da. He's on television crying, and Benjamin Crump sitting there with his hat on like a fedora. It's probably cold, but then he's like, "Yeah, say his name." It just didn't feel genuine.
Yeah, using emotion.
Huh?
Using emotion.
Yeah. Look at you, okay.
And then Benjamin come like, yeah, next we're gonna have Dante's auntie come up and say something. Say his name. And I'm like,
okay, I see you going with that.
I was like, come on, Crump. Like I get why this is necessary, but maybe next week. Maybe after the family, maybe in a couple more days, not the next day after the mom was on television crying, bawling. Sure. You know what I mean? The auntie can't even. They holding people up. Oh God!
The auntie was George Floyd's teacher.
No, Dante Wright was a student to George Floyd's girlfriend. So she was she was the teacher. So it's interesting how they all connected. So I don't know. I just caught flack for that. I just want to say to the person who on Twitter who told me like you sound dumb as fuck. No, I don't. You sound.
Man, why you so pressed?
Because then he was like, yeah, because Benjamin Crump don't charge his family is nothing. I was like, I'm sure if this family gets a $30 million settlement, Crump can be like, let me get at least 10% so I can get home. I'm trying to get home.
If the family is cool with opening up with that tragic event so early, then by all means, go ahead. But now, if you just doing this shit, like you said, to just get publicity in an ingenuine way, fuck off.
I
don't know. I need to see it. It doesn't sound
good. You have to see it.
Yeah.
No,
go back and this go back and watch the watch the press conference.
Yeah, double homicide.
Did y'all hear this clip?
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Y'all heard about that?
Yeah.
So that's a clip from Jocelyn Hernandez. What's her name?
We got to put an ad in between them two.
That's a clip from her new show.
Yes.
Where it I don't know. People are going crazy on social media about that. Have you seen that clip?
No, I have not seen
You ain't
this clip.
see it?
Nah. I have not seen this clip.
So it's everywhere.
It wasn't funny, but it was funny.
It was funny, but it wasn't funny.
It wasn't funny. You should not have said that shit. You shouldn't have said that.
Now I put it on social media. I was like, all these women laughing. I say, oh, that's just a generalized statement. I ain't talking about everybody. I was like, all these women laughing at the double homicide video, like they ain't serial killers. They damn selves.
I gotta say that's one thing I've never done. Knock on wood. I hope I never am in such a position. No shame to nobody who has done it, but
yeah, for sure.
That's one thing I have not done.
Listen to this real quick.
You gonna listen to it right now while we doing the show?
I'm sorry.
I could have just played it for you on the show because some people.
But I was saying I couldn't get it in context.
Okay, I'll play it back. Some listeners may not have heard it either. So here's the clip. Here's some of the clip.
Come step up. Let me hear you. What happened?
I was saying the gutter is a rough place, you know,
Okay.
and you got to do everything, any and everything to make it, you know, every situation, including aborting twins, you feel me, to better yourself because I do want to leave you. But
You just had an abortion? Twins?
twins.
Yeah, double homicide.
Bitch.
No, I'm sorry.
The fact that she said, "I'm
It's
sorry,"
the little bitch. She shouldn't have said that.
the clip.
But it's so disrespectful, bro.
It was funny. I
She
laughed.
deserved to
I
get her
chuckled.
ass beat, bro, on TV.
I chuckled.
That's one of them things that's so crazy. It's like
What?
I
Wait,
say
what?
I
You
would.
ain't just say that.
I don't know
did
what
you?
I would do.
What'd you just say to me?
You ain't just say that. I know
Really?
you ain't say that. So but to Vanessa's point, you can pro-choice, pro-life. I'm definitely pro-choice. I think that men should not be deciding what women do with their bodies. That's my standpoint. I think that a woman has the right to decide what she wants to do with her body. Now,
Agreed.
the other question is on the flip side of that, right? That the question that men always argue is if a woman decides that she doesn't want the child,
I ain't gotta pay.
but a man's like, I want the child. It's ultimately up to the woman to say, well, it's my body. I can do what I want to with it.
Yeah.
So that's the opposite coin of that. Or the man don't want it, the woman want to have it, now he got to pay for it. So that's the opposite coin. That's the opposite coin. But I don't know. What's y'all's thoughts?
I see that all the time, especially the whole, well, if I tried to pay for the abortion, but she didn't want to have it, why is the man wrong for not wanting to take care of the child?
Mm-hmm.
Because you knew what could happen
When you lay
whenever. That's the whole purpose of that activity is to procreate. So you knew that could happen.
So what about the flip side though?
Should the man have to stick around if the baby comes?
not stick around. Like say the man wants to have a baby.
Oh,
and then the girl's like,
I think
this.
sis, you gotta give it to him. I think.
You think?
I think so. You don't have to do anything, but if I was in that situation, if I didn't want to have the baby, and I didn't want to be with him anymore, but he, committed to me that he would want the baby, then I don't know. I would give him the baby, but I would still be a part of the kid's life. I couldn't just give my kid away. I don't think I could. I wouldn't just do that.
So you had a baby?
I think, yeah. If my guy wanted to have the baby and he was a good guy, even if I didn't want to have the baby, I think I would still.
What if he wasn't a good guy? Like the relationship.
If he wasn't a good guy,
the relationship wasn't good. Like not that he's a bad guy.
Right.
It's just not. It's like
I knew this wasn't gonna work out, then I wouldn't have it.
But he like I want the baby.
I probably wouldn't have it.
Okay. I know.
No, yeah.
I don't want my
I'm
kid
just
to grow
asking.
up in a single parent home, and I don't want my kid. I'm gonna do everything I can. I don't want stepmom, stepdaddy thing going on.
Okay.
So
Sometimes that's inevitable though. Sometimes you
Yeah,
trying to
you
trying to
can.
hold on for the
Can't help it.
kids. You know
so
what I
I'm
mean?
gonna try to hold out
Yeah.
so that I'm not in that
You
situation.
you with the right person.
Hopefully,
Yeah. Now, would you be a surrogate if somebody wanted to pay you like say $10,000 to carry their baby?
10,000. No,
To 20,000.
no,
50,000.
No.
100,000.
no.
150,000.
We could talk.
Well, $150,000, ladies and gentlemen.
Even still, that's
200,000.
200. I probably would.
You carry okay.
I probably would.
Nah,
Somebody told me on Twitter that 70K was. I said I would ask for 200,000. He said that's a lot. I said no,
What?
it's not. I might die in the process, and I'm giving you a child for the whole rest of your life. No, that's not a little bit. And I know there's couples out there that'll pay for it. Every time we think something is too much,
Somebody
there's
will pay
somebody
that
out
price.
there. There's a whole bunch of people out there.
People don't understand the
it.
process of what it is to have a
So,
kid. Bro,
You do? Go ahead.
I see a little documentary on it.
Let's go.
I don't know. Don't do that. I hate when you do that. Nah, but from my knowledge, y'all have to deal with shit beforehand, during, and after. And then the whole, there's a chance you could die. That shit right there. Y'all really are some superheroes, man. I'll go ahead and let you know that right now.
Thanks, Vasco.
You is. All women out there. Shout out to y'all. Veronica, you as well.
Superwoman. What?
Would you let Veronica be a surrogate for $200K?
400.
Probably not.
I need that.
Probably not.
It'll be up to her, but I don't, because
You wouldn't just say no, because when you feel something, you just say no.
No, I mean,
So the fact
that's
that you're-
like I said, I'm pro-choice, so that's definitely her choice. But you know, my thing, I don't watch When the Bow Breaks. I don't watch all these movies with these, the movies where they be carrying the baby for somebody else and they come in Lifetime movies. My wife have been watching Lifetime shit.
And then it was some crazy shit.
When the Bow Breaks.
Yeah, because isn't it technically? I'm not sure if this is state to state or if this is just some states. But long as the woman's carrying the baby, legally that's her baby until she delivers and signs over the paperwork, no matter whose eggs and sperm.
Oh, that
it
happened in
is.
Shameless.
Shameless.
Oh, that was crazy. That was a crazy one. I would never do that.
So I just watched that on This Is Us. So I say all that to say, like, well, no, because I don't trust, because I think that's a bonding experience for the mother and the baby.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
now
I
you
don't think
gotta-
I'll be able to give it away, but shit, for $200K.
No,
I don't know.
Not when you see that baby, and they be like, yeah,
Y'all just say that's when everybody changed their mind.
What you doing with that?
Would you donate?
Donate sperm? No,
You wouldn't?
no,
Really?
no. I'm not gonna have my seed.
A whole bunch of little Jerry. This shit is
I
special,
think
boy.
after a while, after I have my kids and everything, I might don't give some eggs.
Nah, I
Not
couldn't.
donate, sell.
I would not.
They're expensive.
I believe it. Because then my kid, when they find out that they ain't really related
Got
to
6 other
you know what I mean? Because they try to go get some damn blood. Like, oh, your mama and daddy can't give it to you. Let me tell you what happened. Now we know that you're 21, but let me tell you the truth.
Dun, dun.
Now you come looking for my ass.
No, you can sign up for. Never mind.
You can.
Would you donate?
You done looked up some
No,
shit.
I've never done it, but
We researched it.
the egg thing, yeah, I looked into. When I was single, I looked up a whole bunch of shit.
Curious mind.
I looked up a whole.
Nah, man, I ain't giving it up. I ain't giving it up.
You wouldn't?
Nope.
This DNA is special. This is that
I
Fennell
was just gonna
DNA.
say, yeah, like I'm kind of overprotecting
Yeah,
with
this is
this
that
shit.
Fennell
Yeah.
DNA. You ain't even just get this. Hell no.
Yeah, bye.
Now in Texas, speaking of like kids and everything, in Texas, they are they getting to a point where they're finna redefine some language. And basically, if a parent or parents allow their child that's under the age of 18 to go through the change, to make the transformation, that can now be ruled as child abuse, and the parents can go to jail.
Texas is.
And this is if it happens to my.
So like if you
Minors?
got a minors, if you got a child and they're like, I want to go through the change. I'm a man in a woman's body, and the parents let them do it. The parents can then be held accountable and for child abuse charges and go to jail for that, for allowing their child to do it.
All right,
I got thoughts, but go ahead.
I got thoughts too. So I might get crucified for this one. However, I agree with that one. I feel as though that is on the same level as, like, you know what I'm saying, that adulthood turn. Somewhat similar, I'm trying to say, to like when you turn 18 you get to drink. I mean, when you turn 21 you get to drink.
Yeah.
When you turn 18, some 18-year-olds, they move out the house.
Yeah.
You your own person at that time.
Yeah.
14, 15, motherfucker, you still figuring out who you is. Your brain ain't even fully developed. You ain't learned shit yet. I mean, I understand that you have these strong emotional feelings and whatnot, and this is all true. But what I'm saying is, I feel like you shouldn't be able to make that big time decision until you're just a little bit more responsible. I hate to use that word, but yeah, responsible, where you are kind of your own person and you don't have to listen to somebody that's a overseer, overtaker. You know what I mean? Overcarrier.
Overseer.
You know,
Overseer.
because some all these people ain't
It could be though,
parents.
because
You
they
feel
could
me?
be, putting that in their head almost. Some parents, it could be a form of abuse. Hey, you should do this. It could be like.
Hold on, mama. Like I just feel this way. I don't want to take the
It
titties
ain't
off.
for real.
I'm kind of with Vasco. I'm not maybe I ain't. That for kids, I think you should wait it out. It's just like I tell my student, I'm gonna get a tattoo. Wait till you're 18. I'm gonna get my belly button pierced. Wait till you're 18. I'm gonna change my titty.
Went to 18.
Yeah.
So we are all in agreement because I said the same thing.
Yeah.
Just because you got to think like some parents, they like your kids can't date till they 17. You can't have no boyfriend until you 17. Like if that's the rules in your house, that's the rules in your house. I would not allow my child to come to me at that age. I would try to say, hey, wait till you're at least 21. Wait till your frontal lobe fully developed, and then you want to do it. Then go ahead.
Right.
You can be out here licking and sticking and sucking, whatever you want to do. You can cut your hair off. You can put on so many sports bras and smush these titties down. I want them smushed too. You better go. I will go buy you.
Look like me.
I want you to smush these titties down. I go buy you the FUBU. I go get you the Nikes.
See that tone right there is why they said this shit is child abuse.
No, I'm saying I just don't want you. Don't cut them off right now under my house. But whatever I go get you. I smush these things down.
In Florida, they said there's a new bill.
Just don't do it yet.
Wait till you're 18.
Yeah, out of my house.
They can examine you, like if something's called into question, because they banned transgender women from participating
in male sports.
Well, in female
sports, yeah. Which I'm with that too.
But now it's went a step further to where if something's called into question, you have to submit an examination and like an affidavit attesting to your gender.
I'm with the banning birth-born men from participating in female-dominated sports. Yeah, I'm with that just because I don't think that the playing field is fair at that point.
What'd you think about if it's called into question, you have to submit an examination?
Well, so even with football, like if you made it to the state championship, everybody had to submit a test for steroids or performance enhancements. So I would want to see what the parameters of that are. Is it just like she's a little too strong?
That's the understanding that I got from it, but maybe I need to read back.
Yeah, I would want to read into that more. But so I'm not mad at it, but I'm like let's see what the research is before I give my opinion. Now, Jamie Foxx is back, y'all. He has a brand new show on Netflix called Dad, Stop Embarrassing Me. It stars him, the one and only David Alan Grier, executive produced by Bentley Kyle Evans, Jamie Foxx, and his daughter Corinne Foxx. Streaming now on Netflix, the number one show in the country right now. So my wife like, how the fuck? You didn't like it?
I didn't click on it.
So she said my wife didn't like it. It's I don't want to say that it's hard to watch, but you know when a new show comes out, that first season of a new show is always the hardest one to watch, right? Because they still trying to build a chemistry together and
still trying
find
to make shit for the characters.
Yeah, they still trying to figure out who the characters are and where they gonna live at. Yeah. So and they only got 8 episodes. You normally need about like 12 before you get your footing right, before you find it. So it could be a little hard to watch for some, but I appreciate the effort. I think that's a decent show. By season 2, they're gonna be good.
That's when you'll hear some shit. Some shit will go viral on Twitter, and then they'll pop up, and then it'll be, they got the greatest show ever.
Yeah, okay, season 2 gonna be good.
Give some time.
Compare it to something for me because I'm either getting like House of Pain vibes a little bit, or
it would give you House of Pain vibes.
It would.
Yeah, just because that's how sitcoms are shot now. Like with the laugh tracks and like there's not a live studio audience, so it's like like damn, gotta tell me.
So there's not a studio audience.
No, they shot this during COVID, of course. But there's definitely a laugh track.
I don't know, but I did like House of Pain though.
But watch the first season of House of Pain, then go back and watch like season 5. You'd be like, okay, complete difference. Watch the first season of Martin. Like watch the first episode of Martin. Okay. Martin, one of the greatest shows of all time. Watch that first episode. You'll be like, what the fuck is this?
Okay. Now I give you even better example, close to home. Watch the first episode of this shit. Okay.
I don't know that one.
Of the show.
The podcast.
Oh shit.
Yeah, watch.
And then
don't even go. If you just started watching, just stay right where you at.
Don't you go back. Stay right there.
Go back.
Right there, like that.
Don't move.
Like that. So the question that's been going around Twitter all this week, and people been eating everybody up. They be going back and forth. Some families that broke up, people that got divorced, people that moved out. Who is the better actor when it comes to Jamie Foxx versus Will Smith? Vasco, who you got?
Will Smith.
Okay, why?
I, Robot, Pursuit of Happiness. I don't want to say Fresh Prince. That's an episode. I'm on movies. I'm on big movies.
Well, you can do Fresh Prince compared to Jamie Foxx.
Collateral Beauty was one. 7 Pounds was one.
Oh, 7 Pounds, damn.
What was that?
The Pursuit of Happiness.
Hancock.
Ali.
What's the one with
Bright.
Hitch?
Hitch, yeah.
Hitch was one of my favorite movies. I gotta say that.
Damn, he got some more I fuck with too, bro.
And Jamie Foxx just don't do it for you?
Yeah, he do, but he don't do it for me like Will do.
Compared to Will, no.
Nah, cause I fuck with Jamie Foxx and I watch his movies and I listen to some of the songs too. However, he ain't no Will Smith to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Will Smith got my vote.
So when I saw it on Twitter, I saw who has better range.
Yeah.
And so I'll answer that. I think Jamie Foxx does. I think I could see him doing more things, but who do I enjoy watching more? Will Smith, for sure, hands down, every day. I can watch Will Smith and it's like, okay, that's Will Smith, but he's playing this right now. But with Jamie Foxx, I cannot not see Jamie.
You cannot not see Jamie Foxx.
I cannot.
I chose Will Smith because when it comes to the topic of range, right? People like Jamie Foxx got more range. Jamie Foxx has done maybe a wider. No, I don't even want to say a wider variety of movies because he hasn't, right? Because they both like in the same field. Mm-hmm. Because with Jamie Foxx, everybody go right to Ray. Like Ray, y'all saw Ray.
Of the Solo. Is it
the Soloist? That was a terrible movie, Vanessa. Oh. Yeah, that movie was terrible.
Jerry thinks it was terrible. I don't think it was terrible.
Jamie Foxx even hate that movie.
Okay.
Yeah, he was high as hell that whole movie. Yeah, that's admittedly. But so I went with Will Smith, and the reason why I said Will Smith is because Will Smith is consistently on. Like even his terrible movies, he's on. Like I was like, okay, it just wasn't a good movie.
What was this terrible movie?
The one that he did with his son Jaden.
After Earth.
Like
you hated that shit.
Not that good of a movie. But was on the one where he was like, tell the truth. Concussion.
I didn't see that one. I want to see that.
Not his best work, but it wasn't a bad movie.
Okay. I've
seen so many Jamie Foxx movies, and I love Jamie Foxx. I've seen so many movies where it was like, okay, Jamie signed on to this for the check. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm talking about The Soloist, Dreamgirls. Go back and watch Dreamgirls.
He was good at.
He looked like he did not want to be in Dreamgirls. Like he didn't want to be there.
I think that's just character.
Yeah,
maybe played his character. I think he played his character a little too well.
Yeah. White House Down.
Come on,
that movie just wasn't that.
Sleepless, Annie, Stealth, Breaking All the Rules, which had so much potential to be a great movie. You got Jamie Foxx, Gabrielle Union, and Morris Chestnut, and then Bait was terrible to me too. Held Up was bad, but I just like that because it's a comedy. So like Jamie Foxx would do movies where it's like, damn, does he want to be here?
I feel you.
I don't know. Will Smith's movies are like the concept of the movie though is so much better. So
I was just saying, you got Will Smith got more gems than
Jamie Foxx for sure.
Django was good.
Django was great. I ain't mad at Django. No, Django was great. But Dreamgirls was a great movie, Oscar winner, Grammy winning. but watch when they doing the It's All Over scene with Effie. And just watch Jamie Foxx whenever the camera panned towards him.
Okay.
Effie. It's all over. It was like he might have failed. They might have dumbed him down a little bit too, maybe because it was like, hey, Jamie, you know, you're giving us too much energy. Come down a little bit. So he might have been like, well, fuck, let Eddie Murphy do it then. Shit.
Oh yeah. You know? Shit, maybe.
You know what I mean? Maybe that could have been the case.
I fuck with Jamie. Don't let it be known.
You cannot watch Django without seeing Jamie Foxx all throughout that movie.
Really? Oh no.
For real? No, the entire.
No, I see Django. I see Django
whenever I watch Django. I see Jamie Foxx from the Jamie Foxx show when they did that episode where he was a cowboy.
Yeah,
I see him in Django like that. No, what are you gonna do around it, huh? Yeah, you're such a bad guy, huh? That's how he was on the shows. That's how I see him in Django.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, look, I get it. There are so many other podcasts out there talking about some of everything, and to be honest, a lot of other podcasts are shows about a whole lot of nothing. Ain't nobody got time to listen to that. That's why whenever I finish recording our show, I go and listen to the That's Deep podcast. That's Deep is hosted by married couple Chad and Lotus. And when I say nothing is off limits, I mean nothing. That's Deep dives into topics surrounding marriage, parenting, sex, weed, and everything in between. New episodes premiere every Monday, or you can go and listen to them now anywhere podcasts are played. Well, not right now, but after this episode ends, go and check them out. That's Deep, the podcast that Dignified Delinquents listen to. Hey, we gotta move on to today's question of the day.
I say I got a couple questions. Let me ask you. Let me get it back. Question question of the day.
Yep, it's your boy Jerrythagreat, and today's question of the day is brought to us by Jim's Place. Check out the Instagram at Jim's Place at _Jim's Place _. And if you like what you see, all you gotta do is shoot them a DM, let them know that you follow the Dignified Delinquents, give them that code word delinquent, and they'll give you 10% off your next purchase. So today's question of the day: does sex on the first night equal no relationship? Like, is he or she tainted if they give it to you on the first night? Vasco, go.
No.
Okay.
And the reason I say that, from a male perspective, that's all that nigga really care about. And then if you do give to him, you just moved up in the ranks.
Oh wow.
Just moved up in the ranks.
So you came from number 4 to number 2.
Yeah, because now we on the same we on the same mentality. We out the gate, we on the same mentality. You want this, I want this. That's a good sign. Now we got to figure all the other shit out. So if you give it up on the first date, don't feel bad, sugar. You okay?
What about a guy that gives it up on the first night?
You give it up on the first night, don't feel sad. Congratulations, nigga.
You played yourself.
No, congratulations. You got some on the first night. What do you mean? Like,
That's every man's dream.
Yeah, because everybody can't do that. First off,
every man. That's all. Because that's all men want. Vanessa, what you think? You get up on the first night. Is that it?
I hope not.
I hope not.
I hope so.
Not on the first night that we met, but I have done on the first link. So
What's the first link? Break that down. What's the difference?
the first time meeting is our initial time meeting, so nothing too physical would have happened. But our first link is like, okay, we met, we've been texting for a little bit or talking on the phone or whatever. Do you want to get together for something to eat? Then maybe it might happen if there are drinks involved, for sure.
Then you hit them, and as you setting up the date night, you hit her with the so what you doing afterwards that day though, like just in case.
I've asked to see, like, let me see what's going on, what you're working with before we even go to dinner. Type of thing.
You one of those
Before dinner?
You one of those?
Not like before dinner, but like
at some point in time before
during
dinner.
the texting.
So,
like,
so if it's not what you want to see, like, oh, I ain't hungry no more.
Or I'm hungry and nothing's gonna happen on that first night.
Okay.
He paying for the bill.
Of course, you gotta pay for it. I had a girl say to me, she was like, "Oh, you think he gonna get some pussy the first night?" I said,
Is that the one? I hope so.
I hope so. No, I don't. Not that I don't think anything's wrong with it. I don't think I judge, but it's gonna. I'm gonna.
You gonna look at her crazy?
No. Let me say this. I think that it depends on how we got there, right?
Okay.
So if our first date was just me coming to your house and we just watched a Netflix movie on the sofa, and we ain't drinking, like we ain't got nothing to blame it on. It's just, we just here talking on the sofa watching TV, and then you like, what's up? You trying to get this coochie or what?
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna take it.
Trying to get this coochie.
Right. What's up? That's how they offer it like that. You want this coochie or what? I mean, I got it.
I'm putting it on a silver platter, bro. What you want?
I'm gonna take it. But I don't know. I like to work for it. Let me work for it a little bit. Let me get a little bit of the chase. Yeah, the chase is fun, and that gives me a little bit more mystique. Now I've been with some girls who I'm like, the only reason you got me chasing is because you think that I want to chase. Like you try. I know you
give him a little taste.
You didn't give my friend. You didn't give my friend some last week.
I'm just waiting for my fucking turn at this point.
I'm not gonna do that. Just say, drink this.
No.
Don't do that.
No, don't do it.
You gotta get us in trouble.
No, I'm sorry. And then I would say this too. I've never, if you know me, from back in the day or even now, I would never pour nobody a drink.
Oh, I'll pour you a drink.
Like if we're out at a gathering or something, like a party, or like say like there's people at my house, I say you gotta pour your own troubles. That's the first thing I hit you with. You gotta pour your own troubles. And we was always taught never pour nobody your drink, even if. You know what I mean? That's just what we was taught because say
never let someone pour your drink or never pour someone else's drink.
Both. Like if I don't know you like that, no. Like you can bring the stuff to them and like let them pour in front. Like if it's your bottle, let them pour. But I never fix somebody a drink because if something did happen to that person, say whatever the case may be, they can link that back to you. Like, oh well, he fixed the drink, and it's like, no, I didn't. You poured that on your own drink.
I feel you. Yeah, because somebody could later on do something to the drink, and then they just associate.
I just watched. There's this series on Netflix right now. It's called Serpent. Did either of y'all watch that?
I haven't seen that.
It's about a guy who's in another country and he takes advantage of tourists by getting stuff into their drinks, and he makes them sick, but not some people.
You don't get on Bill Cosby.
Some people he doesn't do that for that. They get them drunk or drug them to take all their passport and all their money and jewelry, and then it would either kill them or.
Damn. But
it's real. That happens. I don't know.
That's real life though.
Nah, I don't.
It made me think of when I was younger in the club and stuff. Definitely took hella drinks from
strangers.
People.
Yeah, I don't play that, and I don't play drinking out my cup either.
Don't do that.
That'll definitely get your ass hit in the throat. What are you doing?
The karate chop.
He'll really be like.
When you do that, I'll be like, you can have that. That's yours right there.
I don't want that no more.
Yeah, that's yours. But I'm gonna need that $5.79 though. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that $5.50 to go get me another blue motherfucker from
with a little scrawl.
With a little scrawl.
You get the scrawl?
I don't drink out the straw in the club because I be feeling like.
Chill out.
Like what the hell? This
I'm
nigga?
glad we have another video clip that people can take out of context.
Oh, like that?
Yeah.
So real quick, for women, they should not be shamed to give it up on the first night.
No, for sure, not. Men, sometimes we don't want to give it up on the first night.
Sometimes.
So I had a girl slide my drawers. I was like, "What you doing?
What are you doing?
What's that?
I'll help you up.
Chill, relax.
I was just trying to get to know you better.
Yet.
I was trying to get to know you. What's up? What you doing? What you doing?
You want this Gucci?
I guess since you got it here, I'll take it. Since you're offering, I wasn't really hungry, but I'll take it.
There really ain't nothing else to do. I
platter.
guess so.
Yeah. So answer that question for us in the comments below. Does sex on the first night equal no relationship? I'm curious to see what people think.
I think people gonna lie.
Y'all? Yeah, of course. You know they are. Now, y'all did a poll about the swinging. What were y'all results on that? Do y'all remember?
Everybody, most of mine was like, nah.
No swinging, no to the swinging?
Yeah, most people said no.
But as for you, what you said?
I'm swinging.
Well, what you said?
It was a monkey swinging.
Okay.
And I said, as for me. I like.
Yeah, a lot of people was like, nah. But then Lil Duval came back. He was like, he posted a thing and he was like,
I seen that and I said, ooh, I don't know.
He said,
did he see something?
He said, I will have sex with your girl, but you can't have sex with mine.
And you can't be there.
And you can't be there. Like, that ain't swinging. That's cheating.
What the fuck? Yeah, all right. What is this?
It had me thinking. I was like, did something get across his feed?
Maybe so. You never know.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. But that's what's going on this week in Love 'Em or Leave 'Em as we transition to this segment. Now, brace yourselves today. We got one is a doozy. I think one probably could have been the entire thing by itself, but that first one was just so much better. Not better, but like that.
I think both of them a little.
They need us.
A little good. The second one is a little deep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The second one is deep. It's like 8 feet deep pool.
We gotta make some phone calls.
We gonna.
Sis, you okay?
Yeah, know what I mean. So what's Love 'Em or Leave 'Em? How can people send nothing if they want one?
Yeah, Love 'Em or Leave 'Em is where you can write in a short letter and get unbiased relationship, situationship, friendship advice from me, Jerry, and Vasco. To find it, go to jerrythagreat.com, jerrythagreat.com. Look for Love 'Em or Leave 'Em and click the link. All right, the first letter. He calls me his bro, but I'm feeling guilty. Salem, North Carolina. I was listening to the show last week and I heard the letter about the guy who was sleeping with his brother's best friend's ex-wife. Jerry and Vasco, y'all advice got me thinking about my situation I'm in, so I had to write y'all and see what's up. So boom, me and one of my closest friends have been tight since middle school. When his family moved to our neighborhood, they were all our new next door neighbors. It was his mom, his dad, his older sister, and his twin sister. We're all about the same age. He's the only boy, and I'm the only boy in my family, so we linked and we've been tight ever since. We're so tight we actually call each other brothers. He and his twin sister celebrated their 21st birthdays early in February. We all went out with some other friends and we had a good time. I was too drunk to drive, so I got in the back seat, and so did his sister and one of our other friends. His sister was in the middle seat. She might have had one too many shots because the next thing I know, she unzipped my pants and started playing with my meat. She knew what she was doing because she put her jacket in my lap so no one could see her. I was shocked. I didn't know what to do, so I just let her finish. 2 weeks later, she texted me and asked me if we could talk. She came to my apartment and told me she had a crush on me ever since the day we met. I can't flex, shorty's bad. And if she wasn't my boy's sister, I would have been trying to get at her. So when she told me that, I kissed her. We got all the way to the bedroom, both naked, before I stopped myself. I told her that we couldn't, but she insisted. We agreed not to tell her brother about us and have been seeing each other behind his back ever since February. But after the letter from last week, I'm feeling kind of guilty. Should I tell him what's up? Signed, I really think she's my future wife. She might be though, for real. The way it all started. you gotta tell bro, you gotta be all the way honest, and you have to do it right now. Like right now. I don't think you should stop seeing her though, but you should if you're not gonna tell the brother. That's all I think. I don't think he's doing nothing too crazy. I've seen it in the movie like 50,000 times. Right. Can we turn it down just a tick? Thank you.
All right, so here we go. Yes, you are breaking bro code a little bit. However, you can recover. What you need to do is, like Vanessa said, come clean. And the best part about when you come clean, and I'm glad you put this in the letter, what he called that girl?
His future wife?
What he call that girl?
His future wife?
Okay, sir. And now if you serious about this, all that has happened in the past will be justified, because you and buddy, sister, y'all might be able to go somewhere for real. So keep it a band with your bro. Understand you cannot control his reaction, and then you will have to act accordingly. But he might be mad for a little minute, but he'll be okay, and y'all will move forward from this. So just come clean, my guy. Not too guilty. Jerry, anything?
You in danger and you don't even know it, sir.
Danger!
Yeah. This is not just his sister, it's his twin sister. I don't know if y'all know much about twins, but twins are like usually
inseparable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, y'all 21 years old, so y'all young. They just celebrated their 21st birthday in early February, and you cannot tell the brother what you just told us. Yeah. Like, you gotta come up with, you gotta figure this out another way. Maybe take him to dinner and say, hey bro, we was just don't do it with her. Like, have a one-on-one with him, and maybe say, I was thinking about maybe he gonna look at you weird. Because there's no way that you've known them since middle school. Y'all all been close,
and now all of a sudden,
you trying to talk to my twin sister, dog. You saw Scarface? Y'all saw Scarface?
Yeah.
You saw Scarface go? That damn man, Tony Montana friend, came down them stairs, and then Tony Montana's sister came with that robe on, her titties out, and before they can even tell them that they got married, Scarface killed their ass. Pow! Well, killed the boyfriend, and then took his sister. Sister titties was ugly because she came out the room later on like, you want me so bad I can't have no one else. But no, man, I think that I like that you said that you think she's your future wife. I think that a lot of things are going to come into account though. Your best friend, who's y'all call each other brothers, he knows about you. So he knows your history of women. He knows if you a good dude. He knows if you a serial cheater, or if you're a serial relationship dater, or if you would be a good fit for his sister. I don't know you because you writing us from behind an email. So ask yourself that. He knows if you and him had a train together with a girl. He knows all of this stuff. He knows, that you cheated on whoever with whoever. He knows all this stuff. So is he gonna want to put his sister through that,
or even chance it?
Now, if you're a good dude across the scale, got your life together, you trying to figure things out, parents like you, he like you, the other sister like you, then maybe shoot your shot. Maybe talk to your friend first, then shoot the shot. You already like family, so that makes sense. But if you got any dog in you, if you got any dog in you, think about it some more. And if you decide to move forward with it, have the conversation with him one-on-one, and try to let him know, because you're gonna fall in love with the sister. She put that thing on you, so that's gonna happen. But just talk to him. Don't be in his backyard without letting him know. Vanessa,
that was some of your best advice right there.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Can you turn me up just a little bit? I'm sorry, not. There we go. That's better. It was the song that was too loud. So
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. Next one. I got 99 problems, but his family isn't one. Jacksonville, Florida. Okay. Hey, y'all. I just want to say I love your show and listen faithfully. I have 2 problems that I need help with. I'm 25 and my boyfriend is 29. We've been together for 2 years and he still hasn't met my family. He keeps pressuring me about meeting them and I keep putting it off. I met his mom, aunts, uncles, and even his 5-year-old daughter. I initially met his mom and aunt on a whim because we bumped into them at the gym one day. So technically, if he had not been with me for that incident, I probably wouldn't have met them. Every time he brings up meeting my mom, I feel like he's trying to force me to do it. I keep telling him that he will meet my mom when I decide the time is right, and that it isn't up to him to make that decision. He can't seem to understand that. He always says, "But you met my family." I didn't ask him to. I've told him on several occasions that doesn't matter to me because I'm not dating his family. I'm dating him. I couldn't care if they like me or not. He thinks I'm embarrassed of him, and that's not the case. He'll be the first guy I've ever introduced my family to, and I think that makes him feel that I'm fearful about bringing him around, but that's not the case either. We can't solidify our relationship more than we already have. People know he exists, so what's the issue? My second problem is that my boyfriend and I broke up for a week or so a few months into dating. During the breakup, I slept with someone that I met at a party me and my boyfriend went to. We were broken up, so I didn't think it was a big deal. He swears up and down that I cheated on him, and every argument we have always leads back to that incident. I don't feel like I cheated, and I don't feel bad. He says I cheated on him because when I met the other guy, me and him were still together. It was innocent conversation, and I ignored all of his advances at the time. He knew I had a boyfriend. It really annoys me. At this point, he'd be wanting to hurt his own feelings by bringing it up. We could be arguing about the moon, and he'll find a way to bring it back to me cheating on him. I feel like he's being petty by doing that because he always brings it up when I'm discussing a problem I have with him. What should I do? Sign, he's a hot mess, but he's my hot mess.
So can I?
You go first. This some Duval woman shit.
So I just want to get the story correct. In the beginning,
It's 2 stories now because she got 2 problems going on here.
right?
There was heaven and earth.
So the relationship she's currently in,
It's heaven and earth.
in the beginning of the relationship, they went on a break. Or they broke up. They broke
a few
up.
months in, yeah.
A couple months in, they broke up. She and him went to a party. She found somebody else at the party, had sex with that person, and now they got back together.
So I read it that they went to this party while they were still a couple, and then she met she ran into another guy at that party who probably was like flirting with her, but she was like lying them off.
Yeah.
And then after they broke up, they went on a little break. That guy who she saw at that party while she was with her boyfriend is who she slept with. That's what I put together.
Okay. And then they stayed together.
They got back together after that,
and they've been together ever since.
From this
But
letter.
this fucking argument keeps coming up. Why are you still with him? Obviously he don't trust you. Obviously it don't like he don't trust you. It's been 2 years.
So he's the problem.
I don't think he's the problem. I think she not ready for the relationship. She need to slide up out of there.
Why do you think she's not ready for a relationship? What makes you say that?
That whole we went on a break and you went and fucked the nigga that was trying you while we were together. How the fuck do you have this nigga information?
Good question.
Instagram is not that hard.
Okay. So you met a nigga at a club. How do you know this nigga name? You just went and talked to him. He just told you. So then you went and looked him up and followed him. He followed you and you followed back. How do you still know this dude after when you first met him? It was months ago.
There's a girl at JU who look good.
Okay.
She got a boyfriend right now. She be at all the frat parties. You know her name. Her whole boyfriend break up. You slide in her DMs. Hey, I seen you at the club. Such and such. Are you single? Actually, yeah. Right now, I am single. Me and my boyfriend just broke up with me.
Okay.
So yeah, come on.
So that's how you plan it. So all right, cool. So
would it be better if it was with somebody she didn't really know?
I mean, it was this. I mean, yeah. Honestly, yeah. Okay. It would have been better if it was somebody that he didn't know. But it's the fact that
a good woman.
It's the fact that he did. He knew that bro was trying you. So in his mind, all you telling him is that you was going for that shit, and that when you finally got the opportunity to run with it, you did. You weren't fucking with bro for real. I ain't gonna, and I'm not bashing you because, you know what I'm saying, you're a freaking delinquent. I'm just giving you advice as though if you was in my face. I'm keeping it a band with you.
Yeah.
Like, that dude don't trust you, bro. Let me tell you something. You hurt him, and every time he bring it up, you dismiss that shit. And I bet you get mad with him, and that makes him even more infuriated because now he feel like you don't give a fuck about his emotions.
So he's the problem? I'm asking that again.
I'm not saying he is the problem. However, I'm saying you need to deal with him because he's damaged. He's hurt. And if you want to have a relationship with this person, then you have to go back and put in the work to fix what you fucked up because you fucked up that foundation.
She fucked it up because they were broken up and she
bro
did what single people do.
How long was they broken up for? I wish they would have told how long they was broken up for because we all done broke up with somebody, but we were still together.
No.
Everybody knew we were still together.
When I was prior to 25, yes, that was my mindset. We broke up. Okay, we on a break. Even
they were broken up for a week or so.
1 week?
You don't know
That's
it's
a
only
break.
gonna be a week. Ain't no such thing as a break. You break up with me, we broken up. We don't go together no more.
What's your advice, Vanessa?
Well, first of all, what about the mama?
Yeah, separate these two.
About I think it's a little strange, sis, honestly, that you've been with him for 2 years and he hasn't met your family. That could just mean maybe you're not super family oriented, but you didn't mention that in the letter, so I don't think that's the case. I think maybe you just really don't want to bring him around your family. Maybe that has to do with your family. Like maybe you gotta. Maybe your guy has money and your family is money hungry. Maybe you brothers or sisters who are bad. Maybe you got sisters who are fast. I don't know. But I do think he's a little entitled to want to meet your family 2 years in the game. So if you're taking him serious, I think it's about that time. As far as when y'all broke up and you did what single people do, I'm not mad at you for that. And if he can't get over that, I will slide.
Wow.
Yeah, because you're not finna throw something in my face every 5 minutes. When we broke up, I didn't know it was just gonna be for a week. He probably the one that came back. I'm sorry, I did.
I get
and he
that.
probably the one that broke up too.
I get that. If he took you back, he shouldn't be required. He shouldn't have to be throwing this up in your face every time you have an argument. Ma'am, the name of this letter is I got 99 problems, but his family isn't one. But I can guarantee of those 99 problems, you account for at least 90 of them. Now, I know that you're a frequent delinquent, so you know, cousin Jerry F finna give you something, finna shoot it to you straight.
Go ahead. I'm tired of being on again. Get it done.
You ain't shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. Ain't shit about you shit. I think
that's being nice.
And I think that it could be you're young. I don't know if you have experience dating, if you've been in real long relationships. This man 29, probably almost 30. So he ain't got time to be playing games with the flim flam. Y'all been together for 2 years and he ain't meet your peoples yet. In the story you said, I'm not dating his family, I'm dating him. I wouldn't care if they like me or not. He cares if they like you or not.
So you should care. And you can say I'm not dating his family, I'm dating him, but you are dating his family. You do have to kind of be, intertwined with that family at some points. And y'all ain't have an Easter together yet, a Christmas, a Thanksgiving. Y'all together?
Y'all done went through 2 of them. Y'all ain't did a holiday Sunday dinner. No, well, we can take COVID off because that year could have been tough. But y'all ain't did nothing. They ain't did nothing at his people's house where you was like, I'll go. And you only met his people on the whim, like, oh, we coming to the gym. Your mama them there. Oh, hey, Miss James. That's weird to me. Mm-hmm. Now, that leads me to think either he ugly as fuck. Like this motherfucker was scared of black off of nighttime. Ooh. He got you dating. Ooh. Either he ugly as hell or I'm trying to word this nicely. Your attitude is so. I don't want to call you cocky. It's not cocky. That's not the word I'm looking for. It's like you have a I don't give a fuck attitude and nonchalant, and maybe he gives lots of fucks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I just couldn't be with nobody for 2 years and dating them. And then I don't like the line that you used where you said I'm dating him, not his family. I wouldn't care if they liked me or not. I think a lot of people care what other people think about them.
think that's her young talking.
That's that youngness talking. I wouldn't care if they like me or not. That right there is a bad line. And what makes me think that you're a little young and you might be new to the dating game is that you say that this would be the first guy that you would have introduced to your family. So that gives me a little leeway for you. Yeah. But if you serious about this guy, which I think that y'all are probably just in it to be in it right now. I don't know if this relationship is going to sustain or going to make it. But if you serious, introduce this man to your people so that way he knows what his next steps are. Maybe he want to propose to you, but he need make sure that he got the approval from his family.
They don't know he got a daughter. That's
think
what I
so.
think.
Yeah.
You think they don't?
They don't know. He has a 5-year-old.
I don't think that's it.
Because she said I initially met his mom on
a whim at the gym.
And even his 5-year-old daughter, that even makes me think that
he introduced you to his 5-year-old daughter. I don't think that's keeping her from introducing him to her family though.
I think it might because she's not taking him serious for real.
No, that's not it. I don't think that in today's society that's not it.
No, and I'm never saying that because
she's to her family at all. She's 25 years old.
This will be the first time, and the first person you introducing me to was somebody with a kid,
a 5-year-old.
I don't think that that's the issue at all. I think that she is immature. And very, I don't know the word that I use, but on that line where I don't care, I don't give a damn. She has I don't give a fuck attitude.
Can we talk about though that the fact that she's young? Because I do agree with you. You said she's immature. Which I might agree with a little bit. But older men somebody's 29 pushing 30.
That's 4 years, probably 5 years.
Yeah. So he's definitely more mature than her. I think you would like to assume that somebody's pushing 30. I'm gonna break
that down when I get to the second piece of the letter.
Okay.
To show where he may be a little immature at too in the mind. Maybe they could be perfect for each other. Now, so my advice on that first piece, if you serious about this guy, go ahead and introduce him to at least somebody in your family. Let him meet somebody in your family. Now let's go to the second problem that you got. You and him broke up for a week, a few months into dating. During that breakup, you slept with a guy that you met at a party that you went to with your boyfriend. This nigga one time. That's crazy. Now, if you would have said me and him broke up for a week, 1 month into dating, I would have been like, okay, I get it. A few months into dating, a few is normally 3 at least. Okay. Right?
Even then, I'll take that.
When did you fall in love with your girlfriend? At what month period? Ooh. Come close to the mic so we can hear you.
Let's just say I knew month 1.
Month 1. Vanessa, when did you know that, hey, I love this person?
I don't know. I remember the day we said it.
Was it about 3 months?
Longer than that.
Okay, you an anonymous. For me, it might have been, and for a lot of people, it's normally like that 3 month itch part, that 3 month phase. For me, it was a little sooner than that. I'm probably right around with you, Vasco. Like, you know what? I like Shawty.
And that's why I made you feel.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So a few months into the relationship, y'all broke up for a week. You went and had sex with a guy that you met at a party who you were clearly flirting with at the party. That's not what she said?
No, she said she was trying to fend off.
All you gotta do is be in the vicinity and be in the atmosphere. Yes,
she wrote that.
Niggas is going to flop every time. Like,
okay, so if she wasn't entertaining this guy, what made her come back and say, you know, let me see what's up there? And
because they gonna ask 5 times, like Vasco said last week. So this month, yes, I had a boyfriend. Month 2, yeah, I had a boyfriend. Month 3, yeah, I had a boyfriend. Month 4. I might even say no one more time, but month 5, shit. Since you asked 5 times, yeah, I'm gonna pull the trigger this time. So that's
persistence.
This says a guy that she met at the party, so it wasn't a month 2 or 3. They was on month 3. She met him. They broke up for a week. She slept with the guy. I'm not saying that you right, wrong, or indifferent. All I'm saying is that you were giving this guy some kind of energy for him to even know, or for you to come back and say, hey, you know, let's whoop de whoop. You was, come on now. We ain't. I'm not gonna patty cake around here with you. We're not gonna do that. You were flirting with that guy, maybe in the way of like you were doing something for that guy to see that there was an opening there for him to continue to go. That there was a chance, because a guy ain't gonna do that. A guy that may have talked to you before in the past, y'all may have whoop de whoop before in the past. He might be like, hey, what you doing? You still busy? You still war together? Y'all still da. But a guy that you just met at a party ain't gonna come to that window. So you might have went to him. But even if you went to him, that's letting me know that you left a window opportunity open. The women in the room room giving me looks like, what the fuck, Jerry? But I'm not gonna pity pat with it.
Well,
you left a window open.
You only know what your homeboys tell you. You don't know what or maybe what your sister has told you, or your cousin.
I've been a man for 27 years.
Yeah, so you know what Jerry has done and what men have told you they've done. But men don't tell you how they're in our inbox saying, hi, good morning, beautiful, 10 times. You still got a boyfriend?
What I'm saying is she left that window of opportunity open for him.
Okay.
And the only reason I'm gonna agree with that is because she said
Jerry said it.
no. This was the first time
they met.
That they met. They was boyfriend and girlfriend. We went to the club and they met. How the fuck do you still have contact with this person?
If Vanessa said Instagram, which is true, you easily find somebody on Instagram. But the window, all I'm saying is that though, you left the window of opportunity open while you were there with your boyfriend. What's your name? What's your name? What's your Instagram? I follow you on Instagram right now. Go on by. What you doing? And your boyfriend right here in the same party with you. So you don't
get suggestions on your Instagram? People you may know because they're in
I definitely get that all the time. But I'm saying that there was a window of opportunity. Let me finish this advice.
So you will follow them even if it's suggested?
Let me finish. Let me finish so we can move on. The window of opportunity was open for you. So what I would say is, did you cheat? Technically, no, you didn't, because y'all were broken up. But to Vasco's point, a week and y'all had been together for 3 months. That you got them Speedy Gonzalez. You moved pretty quick. You over this already? And I'm not judging. I'm not throwing salt. I'm not shitting on you or anything. Hold on. Let me finish my advice.
She had a boyfriend.
Let me finish my advice. We talking over mic and everything. I want to move on. I don't think that you cheated. I wouldn't qualify you as cheating because y'all technically were breaking up. Although the circumstances around how quickly you move would have anybody raising their eyebrow at you. A boyfriend now, if he came back to you and he took you back, he's dead wrong for bringing this up every single time that y'all argue. Yeah. He is absolutely wrong. If you went back to him and you told him like, hey, babe, this is what I did, and he forgave you, he's dead wrong for bringing this up every time you argue. So that's why I said on his behalf, it could be a little immaturity there, because he keeps bringing this up. My personal opinion, y'all don't need to be together. I don't know y'all situation, what y'all living like, what y'all looking like, how y'all doing, and y'all perfect for each other. From the evidence that's on this paper, and I can only go off of what you wrote into us, I would strongly advise you to get away from that man and allow him to get away from you, because what y'all letting out it's not gonna get no better than this. Yeah. It's not gonna get no better. It's not going to grow from here. It's not going to become this overnight sensation. Y'all started off wrong 3 months in, and you done did that. Y'all broke up 3 months in. Y'all started off wrong. So that's my advice to you, man. I would say go figure out what you really want in your life. You ain't let this dude meet your peoples yet. It's been 2 years. You don't want this, man. You just doing this for convenience at this point. Leave that man and go find somebody else. Vasco?
You already know, man.
I'm sorry. Vanessa, what you got to say? No, go ahead and say it. I'm done. Just give your last
week,
piece.
Jerry will be presenting Love 'Em or Leave 'em.
Why I gotta present?
And I'll come up with a top 5.
Why you say that?
Huh?
Why?
Not that you know what I'm saying? You said what you said.
Why you say I gotta present Love 'Em or Leave 'em? I
thought that was like, you know what I'm saying, I thought there was room for discussion.
Well,
and
no,
that's not the vibe that you just gave off.
Well, I definitely wanted to hit time, and then I also, whenever we do Love 'Em or Leave 'em, I don't talk on y'all advice, because on purpose I want to make sure I get mine now.
Okay.
So that's why I was
going
like,
forward, I'll keep that in mind.
No, I mean like yeah, but I definitely will open it back up. I just want to. It was so much moving in the room. Vasco was saying something. The producer behind the camera like, no, you like no. I'm like, I'm trying to hit. Let me my thoughts in here. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's all right.
And that was a lot to decipher. That was damn 2 different incidents. I'm sorry. What were you going to say?
Oh, I don't know. I really do.
Don't be like this guy.
A little. I could right now, but no, I don't remember. I disagree with a lot of things that you said, because the question of the day: does the first night, sex on the first night, say no relationship, or make you, will we judge you? And we just had a whole conversation on that side, and then the idea flips. So that it just seems a little contradictory. So that's my thing.
The idea didn't flip though. I think that my stance didn't.
I ain't flipped.
I didn't. I'm just saying. Earlier in the show, it was. And I specifically said, so women shouldn't. So I guess there are parameters around whether a woman should feel a type of way or shameful for giving it up fast.
I didn't say that a woman should feel shameful. I didn't.
You said that she should not. Correct.
No, he said we should watch her move because she gave it up so fast.
Right.
She was gonna do it for 3 months, and then when they broke up for 1 week, she had sex with somebody else.
I said early in the show when we were doing the question of the
day. If a woman gives it up to me without a chase, I'm gonna look at you a little skeptical. But
that was the first thing you said, and at the very end, I said, okay, so just for clarity for the women, should they feel some type of way or look that crazy if they give it up? No.
I said no, you should not feel some type of way.
Okay, so this letter, she gave it up within a week.
After just breaking up with the boy.
Okay, so that's what I just said. Are there parameters around?
Okay, I see. Okay.
So that's all I'm asking.
But there's parameters around anything, I would think. Like, every situation isn't, cookie cut and dry.
Yeah.
But like, if they were broken up for like a month and she did that, I wouldn't, my advice would be totally different. Y'all not even a 7-day period. Because y'all were only broken up for a week, and we don't know what day she gave it up to this guy. Was this the first day after the breakup? Was this on a Wednesday? They broke up on that Monday?
I don't know. Well, so that's all I was just asking. Are there you said one thing, so is it one thing plus conditions? Or
of course, there's always conditions to anything.
There's not always conditions in your world, in this situation gave conditions. That's one of my points. But let's go.
No, what's your other one? We can because
I really don't remember that.
I like this topic though.
No, you would have to go back.
I like this fucking topic.
I do too. Because I think that
because now you making me think for
some
real,
women may disagree with me and men may agree, or some women may agree, and so whatever the case may be. I just think that that time period for being with the guy for 3 months and then breaking up for a week. If she was like we was broken up for 2 weeks or 3 weeks or like a month, that would have been I would have had a different opinion about that. But you only been broken up for a week, and y'all that timetable, that math is just lopsided. You know what I mean? Like, either you really wasn't feeling, you get what I'm saying?
And if it was a guy,
I would say the same thing.
He was slid within like the first 2 days of y'all being broken up. His homies would have took him to the strip club the night y'all broke up. Probably.
A woman's friend to take her to the strip club the day that y'all break up. Come on, girl, you ain't finna be in the house. You finna go out here and turn up.
Let me tell you something.
We finna be in the crowd. 9 times out of 10, boo-hoo crying. This lady right here is the anomaly, and I guess I am too. So
yeah, that's what I said. I was like, I think that you an anomaly because
let's go for drinks.
That's what you gonna tell the guy, like, just breaking up with your boyfriend of 3 months.
I think when you broke up, because I don't believe in breaks. I never have. So to me, whenever we break up, I don't know when we getting back together. So I'm not finna. I've gave it up within a week, so I don't know if that makes me ain't shit or fast or grunt, whatever. I've done that, and I'm not opposed to doing it again if I felt like it.
For sure.
So
I'm not. That's not my issue. Like, that week time period is not because they could have hung out with everybody. They could have hung out every day that week. Her and that new guy could have hung out every day that week, or it could have been a one-time thing. It could have been whatever. My only thing was the respect to the guy that you was just with for 3 months
is gone.
Is like. That was the only thing for me that's like, what the hell? Like, a week? You that wound ain't even healed. You ain't put no Band-Aid on that bit, no Epsom salt.
They've only been together for 3 months. Ain't no wounds yet.
3 months. You heard Vasco say that he
was in love by 3 months, and you was in love by 3 months. So I guess and me and my boyfriend's first 3 months, I don't think that either of us were deeply in love. And I think if we would have broken up, do I think both of us would have started running, for the next person? No, not necessarily. But if he went out for drinks and something walked across, I'm sure he might have considered it. And same for me.
Right.
Well, I don't know. My dating life was obviously a little different than yours was, Jerry's.
I mean, Vasco's too, and I've dated a lot, but. And not saying that I've never been wrong, because
just based off what we talked on the show, I feel like your dating life has unless you have not been fully transparent, has been maybe some girls in high school when you had what kind of car?
Buick Park Avenue, powder blue.
I seen the word powder blue on Canva, and I just imagine your ass saying that shit. But I think of your dating history as, girls in high school when you had shit going on, and then you came to college.
Yeah, listen.
You came to college.
No, my dating life definitely expands way beyond that. Relationships, I've only been in a couple of relationships, but dating wise, like entertaining, being with, knowing people, like hanging out and hanging, I'm not that guy right now because I've done all that. That's why
I don't know. So get those stories from you here that much.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you now. That's why I'm able to give this advice to this young lady, because I have experience. I wasn't out here, you know what I mean, with a blindfold on. Like I've lived. That's why when I see motherfuckers my age now still out here hanging out, like doing shit, I'm like, nigga, I've been there, done that 20 times over. Mm-hmm. So like that shit ain't fun to me. So that's why I'm able to tell this young lady who's 25 years old, like, I'm not judging, mad at you for doing what you're doing, but if you asking the Dignified Delinquents for advice and it's my turn, I'm gonna tell you,
unapologetic opinion,
that 1 week turnaround, shorty, I'll be bringing it up every time too. Vasco, what's going on with the Florida?
Oh, goddamn. Pull it up. And I quote.
Lord.
Go ahead.
I just read it says you want me to spit. And I was like, what you finna read?
Yeah, you
Ooh, I remember. Never mind.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, for What the Florida, we have another just dumb Florida fuckery, bro. And I might get a little irate reading this, but just bear with me. Mm-hmm. And I quote, "You want me to spit on you again?" Video shows Florida woman making racist remarks during mass dispute. Okay.
What the Florida is going on here? Did you hear what I said?
Sorry, I'm a little flustered.
Oh, shit, here we go. No, you good. You shit. Look, man. So, as of right now, there's a viral video going on. Pretty sure you've seen it on either TikTok, Facebook, or Twitter of the Caucasian lady spitting on the, quote, Muslims in a store. Her words, not mine. But here's the story. Fort Lauderdale, Florida. A racist rant was caught on camera after a woman yelled obscenities at customers inside a Fort Lauderdale Walgreens. It was an Islamophobic. Thank you, Vanessa. Racist and overall hateful rant that was captured on cell phone video on 911 calls on police body camera. News 6 partner Local 10 News spoke to both women involved in the incident. Here we go. Nabla Ibad was one of the people who was receiving that hate. And I quote, "Very disgusting," she said. "I still hear her words in my ear." Abad, her husband, and a few other friends were in town on vacation at the end of March as they were checking out from a Walgreens in Fort Lauderdale. That woman walked in without a mask and was told to put one on by the cashier. And I quote, "She looked at us and she said, I wish I was from your country so I don't have to wear this mask." Ibab said, "So we said, which country is that? We're from New York." Ibad said, she snapped at him, yelling Muslim and hurling insults at them. Ibad said she began recording the rant after the woman spit on her husband. Luba Bazanich is the woman in the video, and she said that while she regrets what she said, she felt she had been provoked. "I don't like what I saw, but I'm human," she said. "When this guy said what he said to me, I said what I said to him and got angry. I felt very angry and I told him off," she says. The video shows her using a racial slur and making a comment about his Abad's hijab. Get out my face," she said. "You want me to spit on you again?" Police eventually arrived and detained her. The family did not press any charges. "My message for Muslim women, wear your hijab. Don't be scared to wear your hijab," Abad said.
I don't care what part of Florida it is. The craziest people in all of America are in the Bronx and Florida.
It's distilled. It's just like, it's pure. It's 100% pure. Uncut Florida fuckery.
Yo, what it is, what it do? It's your boy Vasco, and today on What the Florida, we have...
What's your question?
It's okay, I was just to make sure. I heard the intro, you feel me? So... what I wanted to ask y'all is, we see a lot of incidences like this happen within social media. The whole argument over race, this and the third. And we always say, if that was me. Well, what if it wasn't you and you was there, though? What if you was there and you seen this incident go down? How would you react? Would you get involved and try to stop it? Would you say, they ain't none of my business? How would you react if you were there?
It's so hard to say how you would react if you're there, because you've even been in situations and you've heard things and it's like, wait, what? You were telling us a story about whenever you were at an event and they said something about they clean up nice.
Oh, yeah.
And did you say anything to them?
You know what? I didn't, because it caught me off guard.
It'll catch you off guard. You don't even know what's happening. I've been in a meeting, an HR meeting with like a baby boomer, and we were talking about things to make the workplace more inclusive, like breastfeeding room, and one person brought up like a prayer room, because people of that faith need to pray. Was it 5 times a day?
Yeah.
Don't hold me to that.
Like that.
And she said, well, I think if they want to pray that many times, they need to go find their own place to do it. And I was just like, oh my God. And she's from that era, so you almost want to like be a little teeny tiny, but it's like because they grew up like that. That's all they know. I don't know, but in that moment, I was just like, my mouth hit the floor, and I didn't know what to say. And honestly, I didn't say anything. But I think now I'm in a different space. I think I would say a lot more. I think I'm a lot more vocal. Like my fight or flight used to be like flight, leave, run. But now, and it might even be like working in the schools, like I'm constantly having to redirect them on how they treat each other and how they talk to each other and things like that. So I think that's been great practice in the real world. If I see something, I think it would be a little bit easier for me to speak on it. But I know a lot of people would not speak up just because it's like, did you really just say that? Okay. Yeah. So, and it doesn't have anything to do with, because now she's spitting on me. And now, saying it goes to court and there's a video of just the two of them, and here I come out of nowhere. They're not going to side with me. They're going to say, saying I put myself in that situation. So, I don't know. It's a toughie. If it was a kid, though, for sure, I'm probably going to step.
Okay. 2 adults, they can handle it, though.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Jerry?
I've been in situations where I had said stuff, and I've been in situations where I haven't said stuff. So for me, it's been a tennis match.
What differentiates whether you're going to say something or not?
Time, proximity, to how much of it I know, what I got to do, where am I going, so forth like that. So I've definitely spoken up before. Especially if it's something that pissed me off, like I saw the whole ordeal go down, then I've definitely said some stuff.
Okay. So if you don't mind me asking, has that happened more so in your professional realm or just in the streets?
It definitely happened professionally, and so both.
A little bit both. Okay,
and this is something that I kind of struggle with. Whenever you did handle it, did you handle it in like the eloquent, tactful way, like I'm a black professional, I'm finna kill you with kindness, or did you get, you know what I'm saying? Both. Hey, motherfucker.
I didn't curse in professional, but both. Like, so, how do I word this? You're not gonna make me look like I'm dumb, and I'm not gonna be your token black guy, black dumb person, black this and that and the third. So it's been a couple of times where I had to let a supervisor know, like, hey, that ain't. Nah, we're not gonna do that. Type shit. Yeah, but then it's also been a couple of times where we were having conversations in the place of employment, and it could have been with a crowd of people, but it was okay. All y'all motherfuckers are wrong, and here's why. And this is why y'all probably shouldn't even be commenting on this topic, especially in front of a room like this. Yeah, y'all probably should be listening and learning something.
So just letting them know. Yeah, that's what's up, bro. Cause I like we just talked about. I would want to do something, but I don't know how I react in that time space. To keep it a band with you, because I would see it and I would see the disrespect happening, all this, and I'd be like, well, I know what I'm capable of, and I know I could intervene and possibly break this up. But then I think about it on the flip side of, well, what if I intervene and this shit goes south? What if I intervene and now I become a hashtag because I'm trying to be a fucking superhero? So it's hard to differentiate when's the right time to speak up. There's never a right time to speak up, I guess. And so in not knowing that, I don't. And then on top of that, it catches me off guard. So I don't pick it up. Like the incidents at this place. So for y'all who don't know, I had an incident not too long ago while I was at this place. Where the hell you was at? And I'm not doing some work. But in doing some work, this white lady came up to me and she was like, yo, you're a handsome young man, this is the third. I have somebody that might be interested in you. I was like, no, I have a girlfriend, this and third. She was like, okay. Somebody else into the picture that she knows, she was like, what did he say? She responded, he has a girlfriend, and she was like, oh, and she was like, yeah, you know, they always clean up so nice. And when it happened, I was on my way into the bathroom, and like I got into the bathroom, I just looked and I was like, what the fuck did she mean they clean up nice? Like I was taken aback because I was like, is she talking about because I'm a boy, like I'm a male, and like we just wear like hoodies and t-shirts and shit all the time, or is it because I'm black and now I'm dressed professionally and I got my shirt tucked in, I'm wearing nice shoes and I'm communicating well. So I'm like,
they say that's a good way to, you know, kind of flip it on them and put the accountability on them, is to say, oh, well, what would make you say that? Or why do you think that way? Or what did you mean by this? And that way you're not saying, you know, you shouldn't say that, or you know, you're wrong for this and that and the third. They can explain why they feel that way, or they're gonna be like and then they know they shouldn't have said it, and they probably not gonna say it again, just in case they get checked again. So that's a little tip, you know, if you're in that situation, you could always flip it on them in a polite way.
But then that's why I feel guilty when I don't say shit, because I'm like, it's my responsibility. It's a fucking responsibility to check this shit.
It is a duty.
As you feel me?
Yeah.
So
it's hard.
Vanessa, what you got going on this weekend? Women want to know.
Women want to know. I'm glad it was in the letter too, about cheating and whatnot, even though sis did not cheat. So this week I wanted to ask you guys.
Why you
playing? Would you rather your significant other have an affair or a one night stand? And by affair, I mean they've built a communicating relationship over time. They've seen each other more than once, and of course, one night stand, you know, they don't know each other. They linked one time, and that was it. Maybe no exchange of information or anything like that. So, trusted person, where maybe it was more safe encounter, or random.
Vasco,
what you say?
I'm gonna tell you just like this. Either one you do, I'm breaking up with your ass. However, I'm gonna answer the question.
Okay.
I would prefer you have a one night stand. One night stand is purely for physical pleasure. You don't know this person. You don't really give a fuck. This is a one time thing only. This is gonna be a thing of the past.
Person you might have met, say, at a party.
At a party. Maybe with your boyfriend there.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, who knows? But on a serious note, you feel me? Like the affair, nah.
Yeah.
Cause now you got emotional attachment to this person. Now you kind of, me and this person damn near playing the same role. The thing is, I got the title. Like I'm paying the bills. This motherfucker just having all the fun. Feel me? So nah, I couldn't do no affair. One night stand, yeah. This shit, nah. Regardless, your ass is out the door for me. So
yeah, I'm with you on that. Either one is a no for me. But if I had to pick one, I would. I'm with you, Sco.
You divorced Veronica over one night stand?
Gone. Gone.
Okay, I don't know that.
Yes, sir.
You don't know that I'll leave.
I don't. Oh, this your time, sir.
You don't know me that well, Vanessa, because I'm already over here like, wait a minute now, Vanessa, I done lived my life. But no, I would definitely leave. Like that's to. That's my one biggest pet peeve. Like yeah.
Okay. Can you just tell me why it's so crazy for me to want to leave after you cheat, regardless if it's a one night stand or an affair?
I don't give a damn.
You're married. You've been together for a decade.
Maybe
you had a kid or two.
All right, so you've been together for a decade. So you want something new, or am I like old?
I don't know. This is women want to know. I'm asking.
No, but I'm asking women. Men want to know. Am I not good enough for you to have to go with?
I mean, people could cheat for an array of reasons. Yeah, you're good enough.
You just said it's only for physical reasons.
But then I'm like, if it's for physical reasons, why can't I solve those physical reasons? We've been doing it for 9-10 years plus. Why would you just step out on me and go do it with somebody who don't even know your body?
I didn't want to tell you that. I'm a little unsatisfied, but I am. So can we fix it?
Okay, and you know what? Right then and there, let me know. Nah, I really got to break up this motherfucker. Because she don't know how to communicate. If I'm not satisfying you, hey, babe, look, I need you to kind of step your game up. Pride will be hurt, yes. Angry, yes. Can I get over it? Hell yeah. You going to cheat on me? Can I get over it? Fuck no.
Have you ever had a woman tell you that you're not?
Hell no.
Okay, let's go.
Hell no.
Hell no. Oh, man.
Big dog skull. Yeah, no, it's a no for me with either one, but it would be, I would take the affair if I had to choose.
You would take the affair?
I mean, I'll take the one night stand over the affair,
okay.
because the affair, that means you actually like that person.
And I'm competing.
Yeah. Now it's like you might be in love with that person too. Now it's like you got to make a decision, like, who I really want to be with. Oh my gosh. One night stand, y'all might have met at a bar or something, both had drinks, got upstairs, and then you might have been on a conference at work and then had drinks, and we might have just argued or something. I ain't trying to paint nobody no scenarios, because let me find out. It's all this shit. You thought last week's woman, not woman, want to know what the Florida was crazy when they burned their house down. Burned that shit. Knocking your ass out and burning everything the fuck down.
My God, bro.
And then smiling in my mug shot too.
With the gold.
With the gold showing. Might even do the Kodak. Might even pull that bitch down a little bit. So absolutely not. Yo, we got to get the hell up out of here, man. It's been a great show. You know, we got a little. You know, we had a little thing.
We do that.
We do that
Again.
Ain't no problem.
Again.
Once, and once every other week for sure.
Yeah.
And we, for the first time, we done actually delivered it out to somebody else. Well, you delivered it out to somebody
Deliver
else.
what out?
Punishment. And stop giving it my fucking ass.
I ain't getting nobody no punishment.
You did. You gave Shorty a little
punished.
To who?
To Shorty.
The letter?
Yeah, just a little bit. But I feel like it was necessary. I feel like it was a Jerry talk.
Yeah. I mean, everybody on the show don't feel that way though. But you know.
It was a Jerry talk.
It was Jerry talk.
Full of bullshit.
I love this show, bro.
No, he's gonna say something else before we get
No,
off.
I'm not. I'm gonna let y'all have, because I feel myself getting to the point where, because I know me, right?
Oh, okay.
So I know I get to this point where it's like, not mad. I'm not mad or angry or anything, but like I'll be like, you know.
But I'll say it for y'all, because I was sitting over here like, all right, let's reel it back,
Go ahead.
because we got to go through the rest of the show.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And I can't be mad at my bro during the show.
I would have loved. I would even just cut. I would have cut everything else after this, and we could have finished that conversation. I thought it was great.
Oh yeah, no,
I thought it was great.
Finna go crazy tonight, boy.
But yeah, so I just felt myself like, you know, wanting to, you know, double dutch a little bit, and I know how I can get, especially like when like I feel strongly about something, and it's like, ain't another motherfucking thing. Tell your ass one more thing, not to the lady, but
to me,
to
the lady in red.
Oh,
she was a lady in red. I feel like you came at me a little bit when you was like, Jerry, I feel like your life was boring as hell and you didn't really do shit with your life.
That's how you took it?
That's what I heard. You know, you might have did something in high school, but then you found your wife Veronica, now you just here, you're born, you're old ass man. That's what I heard. I'm gonna tell you, that's what I heard. So that's why I had to shoot back at you with like, no.
Did y'all hear this?
That's why I had to shoot back. Like when I like, nah, let me tell you, this is reformed Jerry, because even my wife
used to be out here.
My wife told me the other day, like I thought, like she was like, you know, you was like whatever, and like this has reformed me. Like I was horrible.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I just said we
man
ain't
no
heard
more.
that many horrible stories of your shit.
I mean,
heard about
You trying to forget it?
You get like
I'm
two
not
of
trying
me
to forget it.
every week.
I mean, but one thing I compliment you on all the time is that you are
You do.
you are the
And
most
one
transparent.
thing that I would like is if y'all could just, you know what I'm saying, just.
I give what I can give. I give what I give. You know what I mean? I sometimes I tell some stuff, but I'm not gonna go as far as
about
you.
like how you shit and stuff like that.
I see. There you go. I tell that story all the time. Sometimes I can't. I'm not as open as you, and I appreciate that about you. And I'm not as
Look, now I gotta say
flexible.
something nice about
No,
him.
I'm on
I
shit
do,
nice.
because now
we gotta go.
Jerry's
I don't
great leadership.
I don't want nothing nice.
He looks great in that shirt.
You ain't gotta gas me up. Vasco, where can the people follow you at?
Yo, y'all already know, man. Y'all can follow me at IAM.VSJ on Instagram. You can follow me at IAM.VSJ on Snapchat. And you can also follow me at the IAM.VSJ on Twitter. Ness and Ness, where can they follow you at?
First of all, go subscribe right now.
Ooh.
Go follow us on Instagram right now.
Ooh.
To follow me is Nessa_Mufasa. That's Instagram and Twitter. Facebook, Nessa Ness. Jerry?
It's your boy Jerry the Great. You can follow me on all platforms at Jerry the Great. That's Jerry THA Great. Listen, shout out to all the frequent delinquents. Today is Saturday if you're listening to this premiere, but on Friday you should have got an email if you signed up as a frequent delinquent, and you got a little special code in there for some merch. So make sure that you take advantage of that. If you want to sign up for the email list, click the link in the bio, and you can definitely sign up for the email list. And we have what we call Frequent Delinquent Fridays, where every Friday we dropping something special off for you. So shout out to all of the frequent delinquents. Shout out to all the listeners. Shout out to our sponsors. That is Podcorn and That's Deep Podcast, man. We couldn't do what we do for free without doing it for y'all. So we appreciate y'all for listening and rocking with us and growing with us and loving us through everything. We might not agree to everything, but we gonna make it work. It's your boy Jerry the Great. We are the Dignified Delinquents, and guess what? We out.